What's up, everyone? It's Mike. So I'm back. Sunday, January 12th, 2020. First work of the new year. I had made some mistakes last time I was here when I put the harmonic balance on. I forgot that complete. That's right here, so I had to take that off and put it back on. I might just try to plug it in some other little things, you know, like same old thing, same old, a little bit of at a time. It's like 60-something degrees out today, so I had to utilize this day, special time with the fam in the morning, after church, whatever, and came out here. Now, getting cracking. I posted this on my Instagram story, but I bought some sample piece of vinyl, and I was like, yo, man, this car's nice. I like the patina look and yada, 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 but, you know, I kind of wanted to look a little bit, not showy, but, you know, make it look nice. I'm definitely going to paint the bumper trims black and paint the grill black and all that other good stuff like that, but if I can get something to make the car look nice, why not do it? So I decided, you know, after watching some videos on YouTube and different things like that, that yo, I could probably wrap the car, because in my mind, and I could be naive about it, wrapping is not that expensive. So I googled it, I looked up wrapping, and some wraps cost upwards to like freaking $3 grand, $2 grand just to get it done. So I was like, that's kind of OD, and I'm not really trying to spend that kind of money on this car. If I'm gonna spend that kind of money on the car, I might as well get it painted. But if I do it myself, it'll be cheap. I'll pay like $300-400 for a roll and wrap the car myself. You know what I mean? I have the time, kinda, and I have the space, as you can see here. So I'm thinking I'm leaning towards that option. You know what I mean? You know, kind of like buff up the car a little bit, you know, and get different color vinyl. I wanted black. You know, black is one of my favorite colors as far as for vehicles. You know what I mean? Because this car is not a tuner car, and this car is not one of those kind of like, you know, new European kind of shapes. I don't want to get any crazy colors, because I see people with these crazy different colors, crazy wraps, and it's like looking kind of dumb like that, kind of like it's kind of like blue or kind of red or kind of like all this crazy stuff. This is not like a race car, not even gonna be a drift car. It's gonna be a little cruiser until eventually, when I get more comfortable with it and learn how to drive stick again, I might try to, like, you know, do more for some performance mods, and who knows, I might get into something else. I don't know yet. But I put this sample piece of black vinyl. As you know, it's not fully on. Obviously, I pre-cut it before I put it on the car. So I just cut like a certain amount, and I just try to find the straightest area of the car to put on. So it still got some bubbles in it. It's kind of wrinkled down here, but just to get an idea of what it'll look like, you know what I mean? And pretty much once you kind of like wipe off those little water spots and everything like that, this black doesn't look too bad. You know what I mean? It looks pretty good. And this is I think Vivid. You know what I mean? Vivid vinyl. And, you know, once I really like lay down a good section of the car and get my seams right and like really figure it out, I think the car will look really cool with a nice vinyl wrap. You know what I mean? I could have the car look a lot more presentable outside of the fact that it's not painted at the moment. And if I do decide to paint it down the line, I can paint it. But I want to check one other color, and it's called like Demon something black. It's kind of like a maroonish kind of black. So it's black, but you can see this kind of hue of like red in it, and that'll be kind of dope. I want to see how that looks on these body lines, and then I take it from there. But after I fix some of these things and plug up some stuff, that's what I'm going to put in the video today. It's going to probably be a time lapse. I'm going to try to get better angles, because I know the last time I filmed, it was like kind of just looking at me. I know you guys don't care about me. I care about what I'm doing. So I'm going to try to get that done. Looking in the book, trying to plug up these different little things, retracing these hoses. In my father's shed, I have a whole box full of new like radiator hoses and stuff like that, and I'm gonna start kind of like mapping that out and getting that in there as well. I showed you guys this already the last time. I'm trying to get another one of these. I think this is a throttle cable, but this goes into his. I don't know, this is like cruise control or whatever this is. So it's not necessarily a throttle cable, because I think this is a throttle right here, and this one looks intact. The bushing is kind of yoked up and jacked up, but this one right here is a major problem. So I don't know if I can fix that at the moment, or should I just leave that alone for now, because I'm not really using cruise control, because it's not a automatic vehicle anymore. It's going to be a manual car. This is still looking like it's weeping a little bit, and that's the new reservoir thing that I put in there. I had to cut that little slit for the clutch stuff and all that good stuff. But I just want to just really start mapping some things out. I got to start putting some of these wires in places. My starter, my cousin has it. He didn't get to work on it yet, so he said I should have it by Monday. So hopefully this week coming I'll get it, and if the weather is nice this weekend, I'll come back here and put the alternator in this spot and start getting the belts in order. So once the belts are there, then I can kind of help get things situated. I really want to get these cars off this bricks, and I want to move it, you know what I mean? I'm at my parents' house, and they got like these old tree up here and like branches up here, look like it's shaking, and I would hate to do all this work and this branch fall in this car and total it or break it, and I'm like, damn, I got to deal with that now. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to touch up some of these things. I want to kind of clean this off today. Like I said, every little bit counts. I only got a few hours of daylight. I just want to like do something, you know what I mean? I just hate wasting time. Like my wife is getting mad at me because I'm like, yo, you know, I love you guys and I'm having a good time, but you know, I want to utilize this day and trying to get this stuff done. So it is what it is. But I'm gonna try to look at the book and do what I have to do. And here come my mom. But I'll talk to you guys later.
Yo, what up, T? This King Apple Rock. Yo, what's up, B? I'm just calling to see what's up with you, man. When you get a chance, send me some fire beats, yo. See what's good with that, alright? One.
Okay, so that took longer than expected. It's kind of weird angle of the car. I got fat hands, so well, not really fat hands. My hands are big. I can't really get it to the location. Put this pulley back on the harmonic balance, or whatever you want to call it. I'm gonna try to mess around up here. Spray down the throttle body. This thing is still leaking. This reservoir. I changed this and I ain't put the clip back here, but it down at the bottom it looks like it's leaking. I might try to adjust the hose. I'm gonna try to like plug up some stuff. I'm gonna put that bracket back on so I can kind of close this up right here in the back. Close that back up, put that piece back in there. And like I said, this maps certain things. I might plug up the injectors if they don't get in the way, as far as if I have to unplug them later on, which I hope not, because I have to reroute any cable. Shouldn't be an issue, but I'm gonna start doing that now. Alright? Nothing crazy. It shouldn't take me too long to do it. I'm putting this bracket back on. That goes right here. And I put a new gasket on right here. So as you can see, it still got some remnants of the old gasket. I gotta take that off. I'm gonna get a razor blade, cut that out. Here's the bag with the bracket, and as you see, I wrote on it which side gets what, and the gasket. But I forgot the razor in the trunk, so I'll be right back. So I didn't find the razor, but I got something almost as good. So I use
this right here. This to kind of like scrape some of the stuff off. There we go. Get some of this old gasket off of here. Take the screws out. Okay. Come out. So. Just gotta loosen them up a little bit. Stop being lazy and I found the razor. This is gonna be much better if we get off. There we go, see? So much better with the razor. So, I think that should do it. Just a little paper gasket that go right here. This. Actually, what I want to do first, I'm going to put that bracket on because the bracket holds the bottom two in as well. So, I'm going to do that one time. This is like this. I think it's like this. Or is it like this? Well, obviously it's not like that. So, like this. Okay. The one thing I did that I wish I've done was like clean up some of these hardware, some of the hardware. Some of these things are kind of like all beat up and dusty, and you know, for the most part, I got stuff looking kind of fresh. But like I said before, it's not a show car, so for these little bolts, I got this big arm ratchet, but I can't find the smaller ratchet. And I'm ripping away my paint on this on bed. Alright, so I'm just going to button up the rest of this. You don't need to see me buckling on this. And I also found out that I forgot to put this ground right here. It's supposed to be connected to here. And I didn't plug it up, so I'm going to do those two things real quick. Alright, still not done. I'm freaking pissed, man. You label these bags and you put them away and then you can't find them when you need them. I'm missing the bag that have the screws for here. And I don't know where it is, because I want to put the throttle body up. I don't think I'm doing nothing crazy with this, man. I'm not like I'm replacing it. Even if I have to change the cables, I can change it when it's mounted. It's not a big deal. I just can't find those freaking screws, man. That's pissing me off. Or bolts, whatever you want to call them. And I had them in a baggie and I can't find it. And I figure once I put this up in the spot, it'll kind of help clean up some things where I can get a better visual. I'm about to change this gasket right here. This throttle body gasket right here, and I'm gonna put this on here and kind of like line that up, and then I guess the next time I come, I try to, like, you know, figure out some more things and map it out. I'm looking at the book. Oh, let me show you guys something. So I ordered this book when I first got the car, so that was a couple of years ago. I think it's going on 3 years since I had this car. It's crazy how long it's taken, but you know, with any project you gotta take your time. Sorry for showing you the car. Anyway, got the book all crazy and dirty, but I just noticed this today. Like, why? Like, why do that? Why do it? It's like the guy's like, wait, before I ship it out, let me just give this guy a parting gift. And he draws that. It's like, it's crazy. Anyway, like I said, I'm probably gonna put it on a time lapse for the last bit of stuff that I'm going to do. And start wrapping up, get home, chill for a little bit before I gotta go to work tomorrow.
I bring it to a next plateau, but I keep it fat though.
Go, run.
Okay, so I put back on the throttle body. I might have to move it again, who knows, but I noticed that this thing up here is kind of messed up. I don't know if this kind of bracket here is expanded too much or it's just the way it is. I forgot, I think this goes in here somewhere, but got little things I can tighten it up when it's there, but it's starting to make sense now when I'm looking at certain things. So hopefully the more I start putting things back together and getting things out of the way, I start to be able to see more and figure this thing out. It's getting kind of late. I'm going to try to put on the pulley that goes here real quick. It's only 4 bolts. That shouldn't take too long. I'll put the injectors on. I'm missing those little spring clips for like 2 of them. So I want to try to get those because I don't want to have any issues down the line. I don't think it'll move, but you never know. Put that bracket on as you see. Put that pulley on the right way finally. And I think I did some other little miscellaneous things, but that's gonna be it for today. I'm gonna probably time lapse me putting on that pulley, and then I'm gonna call it. Okay, I'm gonna call it now. I think that's it for tonight. I got these pulleys on. I did a lot. I'm proud of myself on that level. I'm not trying to toot my own horn, but I'm just trying to make the best of what's going on. So like I said, throttle body's on. Still gotta adjust certain things. I think the cabling's off. I can't find these 3 screws that hold to mount that up. I gotta find those or order some. Just looking at some of the plumbing here as far as like where it goes, what goes where, and etc. and etc. Kind of have an idea now. Now that the throttle body's up there, it looks terrible in contrast with this thing, but whatever. I ain't take it off the painting. I don't feel like separating all the springs and all that other garbage, so that can stay the way it is. Once I lay this out some more, I'll be able to figure out what else have to go where. Start plugging up like the starter components, and when I get the alternator and plug that up, start plugging in all the tubes and stuff like that, and hoses, for the coolant. And then once I get all that stuff plumbed up, I'm gonna try to put the car back on its 4 wheels, and then do the process of adding the fluids like the transmission fluid. But before I drop it, obviously oil, coolant, and just really try to get stuff laid out so I can try to start it. That's the big thing, starting. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you for watching. Please be kind. I'm not trying to make bread off of this, but it'd be nice if I get people to subscribe and get enough subscribers where I can have some type of compensation. But this is just for me to document it. Not enough stuff on E28. It's like I'm not a pro, not a professional. I'm just trying to learn, trying to get good at it, and this is my first major undertaking when it came to doing anything automotive. I used to do like brakes and rotors, but that's light work. But to pretty much rebuild this engine, that's something that I'm pretty proud of. So I'm hoping that this springtime or whenever, when I get this thing running, I can put a manual swap and rebuild this engine under my belt. All right, anyway, thanks for watching. God bless, and please like, comment, and subscribe.